there's been a lot of sports writers flapping their yaps about us getting soft.
Stepping on your own dick.
Doing the thing here.
What? This is where men are men and the boys stay on the side and watch what's going on. What?
In the world of wrestling, the fans can react however they want.
And there is no one that does it better.
Getting color commentary.
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Let's fucking go.
Greetings, Wrestling Universe. Welcome to another episode of Getting Color Commentary. Happy America Week?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. I apologize. Fuck America.
R.I.P. Finger Week?
Finger Week, I guess. Yeah.
That's what our buddy the plumber was doing, right?
The plumber?
The plumber, Luigi's brother.
It's me, Mario.
Oh.
It's all coming together now. Yeah.
I mean, not yet, but you never know what he was putting them in. Ooh. Ooh. I am your host. I'm not the host. I am Father Lloyd.
You're a host.
I am. Holy shit. You know, even still somehow, if you can put two together, you can get a real name out of that one. I mean, if you add it all up.
Yes.
You catch that one?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
Sitting across from me is the beautiful one, the six-string samurai, Mr. Derrick Harvard. How are you tonight, sir?
Fantastic, man. Sitting in the studio while my guitar sits at home, gently weeping.
Yes, sitting in the fucking hot as fuck studio tonight.
Hot as
yeah.
You know, Portland, we don't normally get the weather of this nature, but it is fucking blazing. It's like, you know, we're doing this at 12:30. I think it's still like close to 90 degrees outside.
Yeah, still uncomfortably hot.
Dude,
And of course, this guy didn't pay his air conditioning rent, so the air conditioner's not working right now.
Yeah, it repoed.
Not true. Apparently, the air conditioner went out in our studios here, and we can't get anybody to come fix it for a couple days because I guess it's a major occurrence going on right now.
It is.
The one saying yes is one Mr. Aaron BT Silty. The BT this week stands for... I have no idea. I got nothing.
Wow, man, freaked out.
Man, Blue Thunderbomb got a pin this week.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So, in honor of that, let's just do that.
Well, he just does that Bach to.
Jesus.
You just Bach to on that thing.
The Hawk, that H stuff,
Yeah.
man, you don't know nothing until you get that Bach to.
That's what Lyra does.
How are you tonight, sir?
Sweaty?
Yes, absolutely.
hot as fuck.
How's your first week as a engaged man, I suppose?
How many times have you used / weaponized the word fiance?
I haven't.
Oh, you're slacking, buddy.
I'm more looking forward to, like, being able to say things like, "That's my wife."
Oh.
And things like that. But the
But
fiance...
my wife's in there.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? This makes for
Fiance
bad
is
radio.
weird.
We're here to talk about wrestling, and we had a couple pay-per-views this week. I'm sorry, premium live events, PLEs. These were WWE events, so we got to make sure we do this
Even
properly.
though you pay to view them.
True.
Per instance of viewing them.
Yes.
PLE, everybody.
PLE. Of course, we had NXT's Heatwave.
Yeah.
Which
Just
was,
like Portland, NXT had a heat wave.
And it was hot.
Yeah.
It was hot. And also Money in the Bank this weekend also.
Money in
Yeah.
the bank. Yep.
But I guess before we get into those, we should talk about news and rumors this week.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you got? I'll let you start.
Fuck. We should save Cena for the end, because I feel like there's a lot to talk about there.
Well, I figured we would just talk about that during Money in the Bank segment, just
All right.
because I figured that's when the announcement for that was.
Then-
And anybody who's also listening to this particular show knows what happened with John Cena this week.
I mean, yeah. No, if you know anything about wrestling, you know what happened to John Cena.
Yeah, you can only see him for now.
We could talk.
Riho?
We could talk about Riho. That's
Riho,
on my list.
Riho broke her arm.
Oh no! Who would have guessed?
It's an arm fracture.
It's
so, I mean,
a fracture.
It's still a break.
But
in any
yeah,
capacity.
it's a break, but it's not a compound fracture.
Well, okay, look.
Because bones do heals.
I mean, I don't have the medical report.
We all know if you listen, it's clearly stated that I am not a fan of Rio. Never have been. Do not care. You're a 12-year-old girl to me. Like you're fucking Marco Stunt.
Shot fired! Shot fired!
Which, god damn it, fucking Marco Stunt. I hate you. I hate you. I hate your brother Logan Stunt. I hope they only brought you back to AEW this week for a one-time thing, just so Jungle Boy could beat the fuck out of you like he did. I hate Marco Stunt.
Damn.
That's pretty clear. Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, Rio.
What'd he do?
What did Marco Stunt do? He
Yeah.
was fucking born.
So you can go straight to hell, but before you go, kiss my ass first.
Ooh.
All right.
This is gonna come off how it is, because you can look at somebody like a Rey Mysterio who was a little guy and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Marco Stunt, and I'm gonna take him out. Rio, it's the same thing. Rio, your body's not built to be a professional wrestler. I'm sorry. That sounds horrible in a lot of ways, but it's also you keep getting hurt. You come back, you get hurt. You come back, you get hurt. You come back, you get hurt.
It's a bit of a CM Punk problem.
A Chelsea Green problem, what Chelsea has overcome. Again, maybe down the line Rio will be able to do this, but again, you bring nothing to the product. You're Kenny Omega's little fucking little toy.
You are a toy.
Damn.
He loves you. He trained you. Fucking that's that simple.
Fair.
And I am Kenny Omega.
Wait, is that the little girl that he had that match with? I've seen a video of him wrestling a little girl, a very young girl.
I think it is.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
If Research Pete was here, I could have him look that up.
I mean, Jesus, Research Pete, you're slacking.
Update these notes. We're idiots.
You want to know something actually really cool?
Huh.
Research Pete will be here this weekend.
Ooh, fancy. I mean, not here.
He won't be here at any. I said Derrick all the way here. If Pete was here while we were actually doing a show, I would be like, you're coming and fucking recording with us. But he's not gonna. He don't have the time for that.
Wow.
He's busy doing research. Hey, I don't wish harm on anybody.
Word.
Rio, speedy recovery. I'm sure you'll be back. Kenny loves you, so you're always gonna have a job in AEW.
And again, I'm Kenny.
There's been discussions, of course, about. I guess this was reported by Uncle Dave and Brian see, I got me going, Brian Meltzer, you motherfucker. Uncle Dave and Brian Alvarez over at the Wrestling Observer. That WWE is looking into making new titles for the women on both brands, or basically a U.S. title for the women and an Intercontinental Championship for the women, one on each brand.
You want thingamabobs? I want more.
I support this.
Absolutely.
You have a deep roster of amazing female wrestlers right now, and not enough belts to go around.
Women's wrestling is fucking banging right now.
Yeah, and they're deepening their roster enough where it's definitely deserving another goal to reach for.
Sure, absolutely. Let's see what else we got
Hopefully
here.
they give those women and those titles valid, respectable stories to go along with those belts.
My brain's not working. Who's the U.S. champion right now?
Who's the U.S. champion? It's fucking Logan Paul.
Want you to dink on my face, take a doink on my chest, yeah.
That's right. That's why I can't think of it, because it's never defended anywhere.
Yeah.
There we go.
Just on pay-per-views.
Not even. Where was he at Money in the Bank?
Oh, that's true.
What was the last pay-per-view? Clash at the Castle?
Clash of the Castle.
Yeah.
He wasn't there.
That's right. He wasn't. No, wait. He was there.
No, yeah, he was there.
So memorable, these
Triple
moments with Logan Paul.
Yes.
Yeah.
They really stick.
They're really going viral.
After her match last week with Mercedes Moné, Stephanie Vacour has apparently been offered deals by both AEW and WWE.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Fantastic. You have a star there. Fucking
Oh, yeah.
bring her
I
in.
mean, more crossover means we get to find more people like this, and it's just fucking awesome.
This one. Are you guys all familiar with Kevin Sullivan?
No.
I'm aware of Kevin Sullivan.
Okay. He's the guy who did the Benoit murders, right?
Grossly offensive joke.
I've heard that. Yes.
Yeah.
He had silly eyebrows.
He did have.
Is that why he did it?
Well, the reason Kevin Sullivan did that shit is because Chris Benoit stole his wife from him.
So some people found this offensive, understandable. Some people found it funny.
Yeah, woman was originally married to Kevin Sullivan.
You know, the guy literally wearing Chris Benoit fucking Crippler replica fucking tights shorts right now is talking about how Kevin Sullivan did that shit. Go figure.
It was a fucking joke.
Unreal. Kevin Sullivan, actually Pacific Northwest. Kevin Sullivan lives up in Seattle or somewhere in that area.
He's gonna hunt you down.
Well, no, he ain't. Because I'll tell you right now. Apparently, he on May 12th, he was doing some autograph signings in Florida. So I guess all this information just came out, and I had some sort of accident. Didn't say what it was. Just says this is information that his daughter put out there.
Oh no.
Apparently, he had to undergo emergency, like, life-saving fucking surgery. Apparently, they were able to save. Again, they don't give any details of anything other than there was an accident.
Yeah,
like,
something happened.
Then they said he had to undergo emergency life-saving surgery. They were able to save his leg, but complications to the surgery were sepsis.
Sepsis.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And encephalitis.
Ooh.
And basically, he was in and out of consciousness. Blah blah blah. I guess he's recovering now. They've started to GoFundMe for him. Kevin Sullivan is, again, me being me, growing up in Florida, watching Kevin Sullivan on Florida Championship Wrestling, watching with Georgia Championship Wrestling, watching him be a superstar to me. Again, as I've said, you know, I watched WWF, but I wasn't a WWF guy. I was a Southern wrestling guy.
Yeah.
You know,
he is a staple of wrestling.
100%. So hopefully, you know, he'll be able to. I mean, he's old, man. Like, I've seen some recent interviews, and he's not looking good. But there is a GoFundMe set up for him. If anybody wants to donate to that, go ahead. I know Chris Jericho did, Cody Rhodes, and I'll tell you right now, the highest contributor on that GoFundMe, one Mr. James E. Cornette.
Ooh. I mean, that makes sense.
Nice.
It absolutely makes sense. Those two, I'm sure, I'm sure they're buds. Yeah. I would like to think that even if, you know what, Corny's wife would not be letting him throw $5,000 away like that.
Fair.
So, hopefully Kevin Sullivan, you know, is doing okay. Like I said, if you want to check it out, I'm sure you can find the GoFundMe online. I'm not going to put it out there.
Yeah.
Anything anybody else want to talk about that's not going to be tied into something else we're going to talk about later?
Apparently, Ricochet's agent seen backstage at AEW. It could just be rumor, whatever, but interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of where everyone thought he was going to end up.
Yeah.
He's going over there to fight Ospreay. I mean, it's just how it is.
A lot of people, there was like some weird vignette thing of like a silhouetted figure walking through some sort of weird portal. Oh, okay. I believe it was on Dynamite.
It was.
A lot of people are thinking that might be a tease for him. But
the rumor on that right now,
unsure,
is that
the masked man. Yes,
it's either him or Sammy Guevara. Who is ready? That his suspension is up for, you know, him doing his finisher on Jeff Hardy when he was unconscious, like fucking literally fucking out of it in the ring.
Very concussed, breaking his nose.
It makes more sense to bring Sammy Guevara back as a reinvented Sammy Guevara.
Sure.
He's kind of been
just like a standalone guy.
Yes.
All right.
He's kind of been his own worst enemy since, you know, one of the pillars of AEW, as they say. But every time, you know, he gets his push, he'll get hurt. Or
he'll open his mouth.
Or he'll fucking drop Matt Hardy on his head.
Uh-huh.
Or he'll drop Jeff Hardy on his head.
Wait, is he the one that
he's the one who the thing
on the cement?
Yep.
Yeah, ooh, that was fucking gnarly.
I acknowledge that mistakes were made here.
Jesus.
You know, I'm assuming he took some time off because his wife, you know, who's also wrestlers for AEW, again.
Yeah, she got pregnant.
Yeah.
So,
I'm glad she went away because their whole gimmick was fucking gross.
Yes. So to me,
I thought it was funny, gross.
To me, it makes more sense to bring Sammy back that way and give him that reinvention.
Uh-huh.
As to, you know, I'll have to look into this myself. WWE probably owns the name Ricochet.
I mean, I would imagine they would.
I mean, is he going to go back to being Prince Puma?
I mean,
or is he going
that'd be fun. Prince Puma, put him in a mask again.
That's the other thing. If you're going to...
I mean, you can put that man in a mask, and as soon as somebody sees his fucking tattoos, they're going to be like, that's fucking Ricochet.
Absolutely, but the other thing with that is you don't... If you're putting... Right now, he has facial recognition.
Yes,
even with the Sammy Guevara thing, the mask is not going to be a permanent thing. If they did it with him, Ricochet coming back right now, people are going to know him by face.
Yeah,
you don't want to put him in a mask.
No.
But then again, I don't understand why Tony Khan does half the shit Tony Khan does.
Because money.
Oh shit! If I had it in front of me, I'd talk about. I guess there was a report that broke down like the budget for AEW for like a pay-per-view they did, and it was just ridiculous, like the money that they're fucking spending.
I'm sure.
I think just like this one weekend, it was like a collision, a pay-per-view, and something. It was like $2 million on.
When you save a bunch of money getting the state to flip your stadium renovation, you have a lot more money to swing around.
Yeah.
Anywho, anybody have anything else for news and rumors?
No.
Yeah, not really.
Shall we talk about something hot like the Heatwave?
Yeah, let's talk about Heatwave.
Hot, top to bottom, great pay-per-view, man. I just want to before we talk about specifics, fantastic all around.
Everything that I've seen from it was fucking on point, dude. Oma Femi, that guy's fucking going places.
Well,
he is a beast.
My thing with him, well, we'll get to it when we get to the match. Yeah.
Well, all right. So let's start with the first match on the pre-show of Carmen Petrovic and Ariana Grace going up against JC Jane and
Stanley creation,
Jasmine Nix. And a tag team match.
Yeah. Carmen and Ariana won. Great match, back and forth. Their characters are building real well.
Yeah.
Jasmine had her mask on, and then Cody's mask on her mask. It caused this weird visual issue for a little bit until I finally figured out what was going on.
I mean, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, those masks bug me anyway.
I like them. So if they're
the clear ones.
The clear one I don't like as much.
No, the clear ones are the one I'm talking about. They bug the crap out of me.
Yeah, that's Cody's old fucking undashing mask. But yeah, no.
Just trying to protect their orbital bone?
Sure.
I guess.
I like the black one like Sheamus had for a while. No. And like what she normally wears, I believe, right? Yeah. Looks good. Well, it looks weird and mysterious, and gives them a bit of a visual aid of oh, who is that person? What's going on with them?
Well, it's really to be dark and mysterious when you're the only person in the room in a bondage mask.
Yeah.
You're like, that guy's weird. How can you tell? He's got a fucking bondage mask on.
All right. So moving on, we've got the first match of the proper pay-per-view. We've got Obafemi defending his NXT North American Championship against Wes Lee.
David versus Goliath, round 1.
Dude. The way Obafemi throws motherfuckers around, I mean,
Wes is
effortless.
A little guy, right? So it was already going to be David versus Goliath.
Yeah. But, man.
No, yeah, he threw him around. It was a very strong showing for Oba.
Does that weird F5 thing that he did have a name?
I don't know if it does. I'm sure it does.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, it's fucking super cool. So my thing I wanted to get to with Obafemi is I hope he doesn't go anywhere. NXT needs a beast.
Yeah, I feel like he should be there for a while.
I feel if they put him in WWE, he's going to almost out and get ignored. And so I don't want that to happen to him. I want him to stay as NXT's top beast. and that'll be perfect.
Yeah, I feel like they need to keep him around down in NXT for a while. Give him a couple of runs at the NXT Championship. Give him a couple of runs at that, and then in the next couple of years, probably bring him up, and then he can be.
Again, I'm afraid of them bringing him up.
Yeah.
So every time they bring up a guy like that, it gets campy and tossed out real quick, and I don't want that for him.
Is his accent like he's like his legitimate accent?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it is.
Yeah. Wesley's really good. Nice, fast paced.
He is from Nigeria.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Well, maybe he knows Prince Nana.
And that guy who keeps emailing me. But yeah, Wesley's bit. I don't know. I know there's like 500 wrestlers doing that thing right now. And so, sure, you're good.
Yeah.
Like you just have to be the best.
So moving on, we've got
Kalani.
Kalani Jordan defending her North American or Women's North American Championship against Sol Ruka.
Yeah.
Correct? Ruka?
Sol Ruka.
Sol Ruka.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think of this match?
This match was the best match of the night.
Was it?
Fight me.
All right.
Like,
All right.
amazing. Top to bottom plus boob. Like, what more do you want? Like, they're all over the place. They're tight. That you could tell they've been like practicing, working together to make this happen. It's an amazing match.
Or you could just watch the fit. Have you seen the video?
Which video?
Where literally I forget fucking who it was. It was a Japanese match.
Yes.
Where they had the Kalani Jordan Sol Ruka match on top, the Japanese match on the bottom, and it was like almost spot for spot.
Yes. This was I saw it as a counter to the Dave Meltzer fucking comment on this match.
Oh, that's funny.
Online, yeah. Well,
a lot of flippy shit.
Yeah, super fucking rad. Very nice. They were both great. Sol didn't do her finisher, which I fucking love. But,
that finisher's
still a great
gold.
match. Yeah.
Flippy flappy.
Flippy flappy handstandy whoop-de-doos.
All right. So next we have Nathan Fraser. And
I loved him in Encino Man.
After a million years chilling in a block of ice, he's got a few things to learn.
Whoa! We gotta teach you how to be normal.
And Axiom.
I loved them as a body spray.
Defending their NXT Tag Team Championship. The Tag Team Championship against Chase University of Andrew Chase and Duke Hudson, accompanied to the ring by Riley Osborne and Thea Hale.
Yeah, that's Chase U.
They're the guys that have the it's like a weird college
collegiate frat thing. Yeah.
They wear the varsity jackets.
Yeah, it's like red
as always, shout out to Chase for wrestling in fucking slacks. It's always impressive.
All right. Yeah. Good match?
Yeah. Strong style versus Flippy Doodas. Yeah,
all right.
Really good.
All right. If you haven't noticed, I don't watch NXT. Derek watches NXT.
Yes, I berate him endlessly about it.
Yes, he does. I pay attention to some things that happen on NXT.
Right. It falls in your lap.
Well, we're almost the most important thing that happened on NXT on this pay-per-view.
Oh, wow.
So, next match, we've got Roxanne Perez defending her NXT Women's Championship against Lola Vice. What'd you think? Was this the important thing, or
no,
are we waiting for
the important thing's the next thing?
Okay, so they can go suck an egg.
Yeah, the match is fine.
Great match. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Yeah. Again, are there moments that I'll remember forever in these things? No, not really.
Yeah.
Kaylani's boob.
Did you say boob?
Yes. Boob.
All right.
That's about, But I'm also a disgusting human being.
Fair.
So
Very
I
fair.
collect weird images in my brain.
All right. So yeah. Roxanne Perez retained the women's championship.
No surprise there.
Yeah, when a toddler grabs something, you just can't fucking get it away from him? Roxanne Perez.
Oh, fair. All right. So, moving on to the main event.
The main event.
We've got Ethan Page, or
That's
All Ego.
All Ego Ethan Page. Thank you. Put some fucking respect
Page,
on that name.
Going up against the defending champion, Trick Williams. Also going up against Javon Evans.
Yes.
All right.
Another Wesley type.
And for the fourth and final member of this fatal four-way, we've got Sean Spears.
Mm-hmm. The man with tattooed arms. And that's it.
The chairman, Sean Spears.
He's got a bit of a mohawk.
Right, but that's not a tattoo.
No.
He just has sleeves.
It's just his sleeve. Oh, yeah.
Like, he was like, tattoo my whole body where there's not clothes. And he's wearing, like, a sleeveless shirt.
And your winner.
I'm aware of
and
things that happened in this match.
NXT
Lloyd is
champion.
very, very excited about this.
My boy Julian.
Yeah.
All Ego Ethan Page. It only took him 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
All he had to do to win was take a little nap.
Yeah, to fumble his way into the championship.
Thanks, Sean.
Well done, sir.
Hey, all I'm going to say, and new NXT World Heavyweight Champion, your boy, All Ego Ethan Page. Congratulations, sir. It's about fucking time you got the respect that you are given. Did you see what he said this week about how AEW was run?
No,
Yes.
I did not.
Basically, he's like saying kind of the same shit that CM Punk did in a lot of aspects of just, he's like, I see how things are over here now, and this is run like a fucking company. This is actually...
And he said it really, a lot of people are calling it a slam. I took it
like
really
it was,
respectfully, He went, I didn't even know that wasn't a well-oiled machine till I saw a well-oiled machine.
I mean, fair.
Oh. That's the way it felt to me. Okay, marks on the internet, marks on the internet. Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to, properly assess a situation until you are away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and again, it was as simple as I noticed this difference.
And again, I don't shill for anybody, but go to playedbyjulian.com, buy some fucking Ethan Page merch from him.
All right.
Yeah. He arrived in a Canadian tuxedo. It was pretty nice.
Well, it's because he's Canadian.
Right.
Well,
he lives in America now, though.
So, based on the way that he
also watch any of his YouTube toy hunts. They're fucking fantastic.
Based on the way that he won the title, how long do you think he's going to hold on to the title?
I don't understand the problem everybody has.
There's not a problem.
He won the title. He pinned that person for the title.
But it wasn't
substantially pinned.
Yeah,
that person?
it wasn't a
horseshoes and hand grenades, brother.
This
is true. This is true.
Of course, but do you think that they're going to book him the way that obviously you want him to be booked, where he holds onto the title, definitive wins, and
I think we'll find out on next NXT.
Well, of course.
Yes, I don't think they're just going to let him pass out on his next 5 opponents.
Right.
That'd be pretty funny.
I mean, I see Trick coming back for round 2 real quick.
I mean, he looked pretty pissed.
They're going to bring Trick up.
You think they're going to bring Trick up?
At this point, if they're not going to keep Trick as champ, I mean, there's been talk about bringing him up for a while now. Anyway.
Well, and I would imagine that makes you pretty happy because you're not interested in seeing him wrestle anybody down in NXT.
There is also a semi. I don't know if it's a problem. Where are our black wrestlers in WWE? Anyway, next subject.
There's a bit of a
disparity.
There is.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
our truth's on every week.
Yeah.
R-Truth is on every week.
I mean, I don't know where Bobby Lashley is these days. I think he might be hurt.
Bobby Lashley is injured.
Woods
is in a weird storyline with Karrion Kross.
That is true also. All right, 3. My bad.
Kofi is kayfabe injured with a broken arm.
Right.
Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca.
Naomi.
Uh-huh.
They're and Shade.
Sheamus
is
definitely dark.
He's on one of those ends of that spectrum.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to pitch that into the ether.
I mean, that. So.
I'm not defending.
Well, no. Of course,
who do
devil's
we
advocate or whatever. But yeah, I mean that reminds me. Fucking MVP recently came out with a statement saying that he feels like Triple H doesn't give black wrestlers, attention or the push that they deserve, I guess.
I mean, they've said that about WWE for a long time.
Well, no, they definitely have.
And also, I mean, there was a big, I don't want to say controversy, I don't want to say conspiracy, I don't want to say, but when Triple H wouldn't let Booker T go over.
No, yeah, that was pretty shitty.
Right, somebody that wasn't mentioned, Montez. He's fucking amazing.
He is.
What they're doing with
if you got to mention Ford, you got to mention Dawkins also.
Dawkins
right, because
is
they've
great.
been showing him as like this beast.
Dawkins
out of
great.
Nowhere went from like the goofy best friend to a fucking beast in the ring.
I mean, ever since I started watching wrestling again, I've wanted great things for them because they're fucking
there's an
legit in the
air
ring
of suppression, and I'm just pointing it out.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. No matter what, and I'm not trying to take anything away from fucking Angelo Dawkins, he is the Marty Jannetty.
I mean, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
they suffer, in my opinion, again, what do I know? I've only been watching wrestling my whole life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Their time as a tag team is done. They never
agreed.
They need to split them up.
Yeah.
And the only one that's going to benefit from that is Montez Ford. I would like to see. I think Angelo Dawkins is fucking fantastic.
I mean, I feel like they could both benefit from it if they split up and don't feud.
Well, I mean that's. Not, that's not how
I know
works.
that's usually how it works. But like, what if they did something with
just it's your time to shine, buddy. Fly.
I mean, something like that, okay. Or like the draft,
the WWE Free Willy.
Like the draft just happened, but you could split them up like that,
sure,
without having having to have one of them go over on the other.
Yeah, drafts are nice because you don't have to address shit. You're just like,
it's just like, oh no, it's sad.
No. Yeah,
like that's what they did.
What are you gonna do? Sports.
That's what they did to the Dudley Boys.
Yeah.
With that first draft, everybody hated it. We
saw how that turned out.
I mean, yeah.
So, again, yes, I don't want to see Trick wrestle anyone in NXT.
And new NXT World Heavyweight
okay,
Champion.
So let me change that. I do want to see that match.
Sure.
You
want to see that?
Yeah, especially coming off fucking Heatwave. Like, I definitely want to see that story approached and teased and played with. But coming up, I'm afraid to bring him up to WWE.
I mean,
that's the NXT curse.
Hopefully, when and if they do something, they do them right.
Right.
And then there's one final thing that happened on this Heatwave pay-per-view. Show fades to black for kind of an awkwardly long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then who do we see?
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah. Fucking love it. Give it to me.
Yeah. I'm That would probably get me to watch some NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, the plans are that they are going to heavily use Joe Hendry in the NXT TNA crossover, which is fucking smart for both of them.
Well, yeah, and from what I've heard from anonymous sources, that when his contract is up, they are definitely interested in signing him. But yeah,
everybody would be.
Well, yeah. If you're not aware of who Joe Hendry is, you got some research to do, and you're gonna have some fun with it.
Tell me who Joe Hendry is.
You just have to believe in him.
I do believe in him. I believe in him. But I wanted BT to tell me about Joe Hendry.
I mean, so he's a Scottish wrestler.
Okay.
Came up in
Scotland.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
Oh,
in
stab of the dark.
What was
Scottish
that?
Wrestling.
WCPW came up in that for a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know any other European.
What Culture Pro Wrestling?
Yeah, What Culture Pro Wrestling. I saw his little. He does songs.
I'll let you off the hook.
But no. So I saw his entrance that he did against Scotty Too Hottie, and that shit was fucking hilarious.
That's my close personal friend, Scotty Too Hottie.
I mean, yeah, he's a great guy.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Met his wife and kids. Very, very, very lovely man.
Yeah.
I got the pictures to prove it. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I've stood, maybe 10 feet from him. We haven't met yet, but it'll happen.
I sold him some goods one time.
Fair. Fair.
Wares.
They were wares. Honestly, I'll tell you, because I used to work for this place back in Orlando that was a Disney World, I wouldn't even say surplus store, but something to that effect.
Disney World clearance store?
Yes, like we went and bought pallets and pallets of stuff from Disney, like that they just didn't use anymore. And a lot of the shit was like weird, like, oh, here's these banners that we use for these 2 weeks for this special parade that we were doing. People pay fucking amazingly fucking stupid money for this shit.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
We would also go in, because they were Disney, every 6 months, they would upgrade all their fucking electronic gear. And they would just be like, oh,
Jesus.
Here's this fucking $3,000 piece of fucking equipment for $200.
Yeah, the Disney machine is impressive.
That sounds like an incredible waste of money.
At one point, we actually had one of the old monorail. We had one of the
Making
monorail
money to
cars.
Spend money to make money to spend money. Yeah.
A monorail car?
Yes, like the fucking Disney monorail. We had one of the fucking monorails. We had like Mr. Toad's Wild Rides fucking carts. We had Haunted Mansion fucking Cauldron. Fucking rides. And it's weird. Fucking people pay obscene money.
I'm sure
there's some of that stuff I'd go.
I'm trying to be like, okay, and we'll move on to like we sold Johnny Depp one of the doors that was on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I know John Stamos bought some stuff off of us at one point.
Neat. I would love to out everyone on this list and their purchases.
If I wish I had their credit card numbers still.
Fair.
Andy Dick bought a Minnie Mouse outfit.
Oh, God. Dude.
Yeah. That was a fun job. The boss's wife hated me. Anywho.
Fair.
Money in the Bank?
Money in the
bank.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. 2 things.
Yeah?
Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys. Now open 1 day a week.
Ooh. Wow.
Full menu?
Oh, full menu.
Full menu.
Nice.
I mean, if you can't have full menu 1 day a week, what are you really doing?
Right. And new NXT World Heavyweight Champion, All Ego Ethan Page. Congratulations.
And I would like to take the time to shout out Thai Champa, best Thai food in town.
Facts.
Oh, Thai Champa. He was on the AEW pay-per-view last week, right?
He was.
Wow, that's kind of that one's a little subjective.
That is a forbidden door, sir. You do not open that.
Would you like me to my hole that?
No.
All right.
He's related to Samasa.
Fair.
Also, that RKO out of nowhere social media stuff that he's trying to do. Champa, great.
Hey, okay, so have either of you seen anything about
Yes.
what the
No. Maybe.
MFT
Can you repeat the question?
on his T-shirt is
No.
about?
No.
No, we're talking about Bloodline. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
I thought it just said MJF.
I want to know what it says or what it means. Because right now, in my head, it just means motherfucking Tongan or motherfucking Tonga.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds weird.
If you know the answer, leave it in the comments down below.
Yeah. Educate me.
Have you looked into it at all?
No.
Well, you might want to do that.
No, it's
I want to
like our new NXT champion. He's waiting to stumble upon.
You brought this up before.
I want it.
And so I'm just like, wait, have you not fucking looked this up yet?
I want it to be, natural.
Yeah, I just want to find it in the wild. Enjoy.
Yeah.
My first time.
My first time.
It's a great shirt for a cooking class.
All right.
Coming to you from beautiful Toronto, Canada.
North New York. North. Way north.
Whew.
All my friends down on Degrassi Street. This one's for you, Caitlin Ryan.
Yeah. We got the pay-per-view with the briefcases.
Mm-hmm. And ladders.
So, yeah. Money in the Bank starts out with
the men's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Money in the Bank ladder match. Consisting of Drew McIntyre, Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, Chad Gable, Jey Uso, LA Knight.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of this match?
It felt rushed to me, and at the end I found out why.
Fair.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely felt rushed to me.
Andrade
as well.
had the best spot.
Correct.
Best spot.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else was played their roles fine.
I mean,
a lot of two people out of the ring leaning on the apron waiting for climbing time.
There was a lot of waiting around on the
there were
outside.
points where my daughter was like, "Where's Drew?" Oh, there he is, and he's on all fours, trying to move around the ring.
Yeah.
It's become one of those things where I don't want to sound jaded about it, but I've seen so many Money in the Bank ladder matches at this point that there's no new spots.
No.
Never. We're now looking at these and somebody fucking does their spot and it's like, oh fuck, you missed that by this fucking much. Oh my god, I hope they're okay. This is fucking.
That's the shit that you remember, not the crazy cool spot.
Right.
Because you've seen it over and over again. I feel like that's a problem with having Money in the Bank be a yearly pay-per-view.
Is that a WWE problem or an us problem?
I mean, I feel like that's just a wrestling problem.
Agree. I mean, it's no different than watching
rope dives, and I hate them. Right.
It's no different than watching the Royal Rumble and having 10 people in there and 3 of them are just waiting around what am I supposed to fucking be doing?
Well,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah,
you know? Or any sort of thing like that. It's the nature of how that fucking works. But again, the match was fine. Everybody did their parts.
Mm-hmm. It was good. They got to the.
I wish they'd find some way of changing things up, but
I mean, they did by rushing it and having Drew win.
Rushing it? How long was the match? You got it in front of you.
It was 16:30.
All right.
It was only
a Money in the Bank match.
Well, this again.
It was only 20 seconds shorter than the women's Money in the Bank match.
I was saying to Derrick the other night. If you look and add up the entire running time.
Oh yeah, it's only 90 minutes.
It's an hour and a half of fucking wrestling. That's all. Yeah. That's all you
got
on
a fucking 3-hour show.
A 3-hour show.
Not including all the
ads,
post or pre-show, post-show.
We pay for so many commercials,
dude. It's insane.
Wow.
Scrum.
Yeah, that too.
But yeah, I really enjoyed the ladder javelin spot that Drew did.
That's how you fucking hurt people, man.
I mean, that is, but it looked fucking good.
Yeah, the power moves on the edge with the ladder on its side.
Not Adam Copeland.
Correct. Yeah, he ain't doing shit anytime.
He's got a broken leg. You don't want to do any power moves on him at the moment. This match was a bit of a disappointment. We'll get to everything that comes from it.
I had Jey Uso.
Yeah, I had Jey Uso too.
I believe I took Andrade. Actually.
You did. You did.
Yeah, as a twist.
Which
is funny because his twist was the best part of this match.
So what's kind of fucked up is originally, before Jay started doing the whole like yeet in the bank like shit, I was pretty convinced that Drew McIntyre was going to win this. And then Jay turned me.
Yeah.
And I was right. I was right in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean,
but that doesn't matter because I changed my mind.
Right.
But Drew McIntyre
it's
won
very
this
clear
match.
The focus of this was to get Drew McIntyre, that briefcase in Drew McIntyre's hand.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker's next.
Sami Zayn defending the Intercontinental Championship against Braun Breaker. What'd you guys think of this match?
I mean, I wanted Braun Breaker to win. Sammy won doing the Sammy thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Good match. Great showing by both competitors.
Yeah, he comes out, we go, yeah, and he wins. No, that's Daniel Bryan.
Sami Zayn made Braun Breaker look good. Braun Breaker made Sami Zayn look good.
Yeah, like
it's
overall,
Braun Breaker's first main event type real match in WWE on a if I'm not mistaken.
I shouted this out at the bar earlier. If he didn't hurt his leg doing that fucking announce table spot, he sold it. He
sold it really well.
I was like,
I was expecting the match to go a little bit longer.
Count my ums. Count my ums.
With the way that Sammy wrestles, of getting the shit beat out of him, and coming back, getting the shit beat out of him, and coming back, I figured that Braun was gonna
9 Phoenix
fucking
Downs
put
in his
him
pants
through hell.
And 3 senzu beans.
I don't have a problem with Sammy winning it.
But why? Sammy winning right now is for the sake of Sammy winning. And if you're not a super Sammy fan,
but
it's annoying.
I want Sammy to change his shit up. I mean, if they're going to have him go up against,
does it feel generico?
I want him to have more decisive victories. He's presented as he's ridiculously hard to put down, and he's very experienced. I want him to show some of that experience, and especially with a guy like Braun Breaker. If you're going to have him beat a guy like Braun Breaker, I want it to be I outsmarted you. I technically beat you with something.
On Raw, when Sammy addressed this, he literally said, you didn't know I wasn't that guy you can't put down.
Well, yeah.
And you're like, well, yeah.
Well, we'll talk about Raw when we get to Raw.
Yeah.
Cool. That way we don't even have to talk about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He underestimated him, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, oh, you're young, you're inexperienced, you're doing this thing. I've seen it 100 fucking times. I know exactly how to counter you and put you down.
Oh, to take the Chad Gable's thing, the master.
Mm-hmm. Like, he doesn't have to be, as advanced as Chad Gable, but like, there was a match on, I believe it was, I think it was Dynamite, between Pac and Daniel Bryan. Mm-hmm. The match ended by Pac putting Daniel Bryan in a submission hold. No. Bryan put Pac in a submission hold. Pac knew how to counter that submission hold, and Bryan knew a counter to that counter and beat him. It was like...
No, that's Kevin Sullivan.
That was... we talked about him earlier.
Well, he's the Taskmaster.
He is the Taskmaster.
The villain.
And also, he did that shit.
I respect you, Booker Man.
I respect you, Booker, man.
But yeah, like, I want to see some shit out of Sami Zayn like that.
No, he's just a punching bag that won't go down.
Which gets boring.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah.
There's a reason putting that in Braun's hands, yeah, that makes sense. Putting it in Sammy's, you go, yay, more Sammy.
And still champion Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Yes.
And new.
This guy's all ego.
All right. So, next match on the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, we have the World Heavyweight Championship match between Damian Priest, Seth freaking Rollins, and then Drew McIntyre cashes in.
No surprise. He said he was going to do it.
No surprise. He said yes.
So I'll tell you an interesting fact. So I was watching Wrestling Jeopardy the other day. And one of the they were doing
shameless plug.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to plug them. They were doing
all my hole
an all Money in the Bank type of One of the questions was, as of 2024, who has the shortest reign as Money in the Bank? And this was like a week ago. So as of 2024. Interesting. It was Kane.
It was Kane.
And I believe Kane had it for, I think they said it was like 48 or 56 minutes. It was like less than an hour.
Okay.
Drew McIntyre, your new one.
Oh, nice.
As soon as that happened, and he cashed in, I'm like, when I saw the times, I was like, oh, even still, that would, even with those two, that still would have been under an hour.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to steal an internet joke, it's called a briefcase for a reason.
Damn.
So does that mean who has the shortest title reign?
In what capacity?
In the capacity of world title, shortest reign.
I hate you because I should fucking know this.
I feel like
if anyone
probably
would know it would be
Drew McIntyre.
If I'm not mistaken, and I will look it up in a second,
sure.
It's Rey Mysterio who won it and then somehow challenged John Cena for it on the same night. And I think it was a SmackDown, and Cena won it off of Rey. I think.
Yeah, but was it 5 minutes?
I forget. Okay, you're right.
Because I feel like now, like Drew McIntyre probably holds it, but like it's very possible that somebody else does. Because 5 minutes. That's pretty fucking short.
Hold on. I'll look.
I want it to be
It's
Drew
somebody
McIntyre.
that fucking Sheamus beat because they made shirts about it.
Oh, damn. Well, Sheamus beat fucking Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania in like 20-something seconds.
Right, but Daniel Bryan had that belt for
he had
a minute.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, okay. So while you look this up,
yes.
Let's talk about this match.
I've been scouring the room for a broom because I'll need it in a minute.
Why to get rid of the spiders?
To declare shenanigans, but whatever.
Okay, so the match started out as Damian Priest versus Seth freaking Rollins with some funny stipulations. If Damian Priest wins and retains the title, Seth will no longer be able to challenge for the championship as long as Damian Priest holds that title.
Which is the most sports reasonable stipulation thing ever to put on a match ever.
Yeah.
For any reason. Totally reasonable.
It's good.
Now for fucking weird and unreasonable.
Very fair. If Seth freaking Rollins wins the match, Damian Priest has to quit the Judgment Day.
You're not allowed to play with your friends anymore.
Nope.
Yeah. See? It's fucking weird.
It is weird. Mm-hmm. It's very weird.
But he said yes to it for a reason.
He did. One thing I really loved about this match was because Drew McIntyre said that if he won the Money in the Bank briefcase, he was going to cash in this night.
Right. No.
It put a weird suspicion.
Damien kept looking down the
ramp.
ramp.
Everything. Yes.
Damien kept looking down the ramp. He couldn't keep his eyes off of it.
Both of them kept looking down the ramp, and it added this tension to the match.
I'm so nervous.
that was
Like Drew
really
McIntyre
fun.
talks shit, but he doesn't talk shit.
No,
Right.
He fucking backs his shit up. He when he says something, he does it.
Right.
And so everything was going great. It was a really good match, except for this one moment.
Shenanigans.
But our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Which makes them not shenanigans at all, really.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
Seth Rollins hits Damian Priest with the Falcon Arrow, and the ref's counting. Damian does not kick out.
He does not.
No. The ref gets to 3, 1E.
Yeah, very like an inch off the mat was his hand. It's weird. According to people suspected that it was a mistimed entrance by Drew McIntyre. He was supposed to, like, music was going to hit and it was going to, like, interrupt everything. But according to people backstage, that is not true. For some reason, Damian just didn't kick out. Some people are speculating that he may have hit his head and got possibly a little concussed. And there's a little, like,
happens when a motherfucker's throwing you around the ring.
Yep. But yeah, some people say that, like, they felt like Damian Priest was a little wonky throughout the rest of the match. I only watched the match once.
Since they put a belt on him, he's been a little wonky.
But yeah, I don't know. It's an unfortunate thing to happen, especially at this point in his title reign where he's really trying to prove himself. People are kind of doubting where he is and what his legacy is going to be. And
he's going to get to hold it, get his name in the books, and pass it on.
Yeah.
Moving on. Or are we still going to talk about
Well, yeah,
this
we got to
match,
get
but-
to... So Drew McIntyre comes out, cashes in, starts beating the fuck out of both Damian and Seth. Then, who should appear?
What's the lesson here?
Don't talk shit about Larry.
That's all you all need to know, man. And Drew McIntyre talked shit about Larry, so CM Punk came out and took care of business because
Yes,
that's
he
what
did.
Punk does.
That's what he does.
Yeah, Punk came out, he beat the shit out of strictly Drew McIntyre. He didn't hit Seth or Damian Priest.
Nope.
Took Drew outside, took him into the ring announcer little pit, beat the fuck out of him with a chair, then hit him with the title belt.
Mm-hmm.
And Damian Priest hit him with the South of Heaven chokeslam, pinned him for the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And still,
World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest.
Or Samantha, if you could just say Damian Martinez once for me.
Which means that he doesn't have to quit the Judgment Day, and Seth Rollins is no longer allowed to challenge him for the title.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, because I'm trying to wrap this up a little bit quicker than normal, it was at least interesting. We got tonight on Raw that is no longer a stipulation.
Yes.
That Seth Rollins went up, backstage. Judgment Day was back there. Damian told the boys to go away. They had a nice little chat. Good show of respect where Damian even says,
absolutely.
Hey, that gentleman's, he's like, you lived up to your agreement. I lived up to mine. He's like, that gentleman's agreement we had, consider it done.
Yeah, not coming after
He's
you.
like, once I'm done with Gunther, you got a title shot. Respect is respect.
Yeah. One thing I wonder if that has to do with the botch.
Maybe.
You know what it has to deal with? He's losing the belt to fucking Gunther, so it doesn't fucking matter what he promises to anybody after that.
Fair. I mean, yeah, I don't want that to happen, but
that's going to happen.
I'd like to talk about,
unless Seth does something for disqualification so they can set up a three-way. I don't know.
I'd like to talk about all the angles that are being set up in this one move.
Right. None of them Kurt's.
No, none of them Kurt's. So yeah, you get rid of the men's Money in the Bank briefcase, So it makes the women's Money in the Bank briefcase a focal point. I like that. I feel like that's a really good thing.
Sounds like a really good time.
God, I have to live with this.
You are. But yeah, like it takes that off the board, so we don't have to be wondering, paying attention to that. We have one briefcase that we're paying attention to, and it's the women's, and hopefully they don't do what they've been doing.
I want to know what world you live in where you can't
shit.
focus on 2 briefcases.
Well, yeah, but it's not us, it's them. It's the writers. They only have to pay attention to one briefcase. They only have to write storyline for one briefcase. A little bit less work for them to have to do. It continued the feud between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Right, which is important to somebody somewhere.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I like it.
I mean, I don't like it, but they're making it semi-tolerable.
I mean, give me more Punk.
And then
makes a lot of money for not wrestling.
And then it reignited the feud.
He also does a lot of work for not wrestling.
Oh yeah, he's on TV all the time. Like also,
yeah.
He's on the TV, not wrestling a lot, getting paid.
It also reignited the feud between CM Punk and Seth Rollins, which I appreciate. It gives there's a lot of places to go from here.
I've always viewed it as like they just like generally don't like each other.
I mean, there's that.
They probably generally don't like each other.
Probably. Yeah. But it gives more reason for, like, hey, I don't like you. I'm just going to stay away from you. You fucked me out of the title. I'm getting mine. Yeah.
Right. They did that on, obviously they did that on Raw tonight too.
Yeah, that was a thing that they
when Drew, you're not going to get to Drew because before you get to Drew, I'm going to snap your arm. Like you took the title away from me. You're selfish. Whether
he hard called out Punk, and it was nice.
Yeah.
That promo was great. And I'm not trying to be my normal Punk bias. Both of them were fantastic.
Oh yeah,
agreed.
Another thing that I feel like it's being set up is Wade Barrett. Something is being set up with Wade Barrett and CM Punk.
No.
I know that Wade Barrett has done a interview recently where he has said that he is willing to get back in the ring. He feels like he could do it. And all this shit, like with fucking Clash of the Castle and with Money in the Bank, he has been very vocal about Punk needs to be punished. Like, this is some bullshit. Blah, 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 blah.
He did get punished. He got a $25,000 fine.
Yeah. Sure. But at fucking Clash of the Castle, he was calling for his job. They have a lot of history. I feel like there's something that could happen there.
Or Wade just sells and you bite.
Nah. I mean, that's always possible.
Yeah.
But I feel like it'd be a fun thing to do.
No, absolutely.
So yeah, moving on from that.
Moving right
to the
along.
next match.
To the next match.
We'll do that in a second.
Yeah,
so
give me that.
I have it in front of me.
Yeah, give me that stat.
I'm going to give you the 5 shortest title reigns in
Hell
WWE
yeah.
history.
Hell yeah.
Mine.
We have Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam 2013, 4 minutes and 7 seconds.
Oh damn! All right.
John Cena Elimination Chamber 2010, 3 minutes 33 seconds.
Ooh, damn.
Okay.
Yokozuna, WrestleMania 9, 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
The end, he beat Brett, and then I'll challenge anybody, then Hogan comes out.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Seth Rollins, Money in the Bank 2016, 2 minutes, defeated by Dean Ambrose.
Yeah. That's barely enough time for him to come down the ramp.
Technically, I guess this counts. I don't necessarily agree, but Andre the Giant, when he won the belt.
Oh, and then sold it?
And then gave it to the $1 Million Man a minute and 48 seconds later.
All right.
So that is apparently what WWE officially, this is from their website, is the shortest WWE title reign.
Well, I guess you got to trust them, huh?
I mean,
they make the rules.
They do make the rules. Notoriously bad at bookkeeping for their own stats. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of misappropriated funds going somewhere over the past couple of years.
There was.
They should look into that.
Their bookkeeping was not that tight.
Yeah. Yeah, so moving on to the next match, the women's Money in the Bank match. We've got Tiffany Stratton going up against Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Going up against...
Come on.
Bro.
No, that was just Io Sky.
Yeah.
Lyra Valkyria, Naomi, and Zoe Stark.
Who was fantastic in this match.
Zoe?
Oh, yeah.
Zoe was the fucking star. Sorry.
Dude. And she caught that drop on that ladder, like just off center. Ooh. She sold it, though.
Dude.
She did stiff as a board cell. That was funny.
I feel
Hold on.
Yeah?
Oh, yes. Actually, give me half a second to take a sip of whiskey to wash the taste of what I'm about to fucking say out of my mouth.
Oh, I thought you were getting worked.
Congratulations. It's Tiffy time.
Yeah!
I have to deal with fucking Derrick for the next fucking however long of this fucking Tiffy having this fucking briefcase.
Did you guys watch the scrum? You guys didn't watch the scrum, right?
I watched the scrum, yes.
You watched the scrum?
I did not.
I thought it was hilarious that the only thing that she said at all that she was going to do, like all of her plans were, as far as I know, all I'm doing right now is I'm painting the briefcase pink and bedazzling it. That's the only bit of information that she gave out during the entire fucking
fuck you, I'm
thing.
fixing this ugly thing that I got to carry around.
If it was really her time, that briefcase would be black and white. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
It's Tony time, baby. Always. Timeless.
She's timeless.
Well, I mean, she's already a champion. She don't need a briefcase. She's got a butler.
She's got enough baggage. Have you seen her ringside? Jesus.
Wait, are you talking about Juice Robinson?
No,
right.
He's seen her ringside.
So.
Tippy time.
I feel like this is probably one of the best women's Money in the Bank matches.
It was a better Money in the Bank than the men's.
Oh,
absolutely.
by far.
I have one beef with this at all. Well, I guess two, because I'm me. They fumbled, like, the women fumbled with the ladders a lot.
There was
a
some
lot
of that.
like, ladders ending up weird, super close spots because ladders were ending up in weird places.
Was that.
And then, like, not being comfortable maneuvering ladders around. You could see people. And then, two, no boobs. Like, but NXT took care of it.
I'd also like to talk to Adam Pearce. I am a little disappointed that you guys put Chelsea Green in this match, knowing about her horrible fear of heights. As someone who suffers from the same fear, that was very unfair for her going into the match.
She overcame.
I mean,
She threw her in the deep end and she swam.
When you're given an opportunity,
and she flew,
you got to take it.
She flew.
Oh yeah, she flew.
She may never walk again. Guys.
That bump was good.
No, solid.
That was so good.
I honestly questioned whether she could break two tables. As it was happening, I'm like, is she way enough?
That would be gnarly if she didn't.
Wow,
dude, they've got to do something with her. And I see her potential, and dude, she could have Vicky Guerrero levels of heat by just letting her do exactly what she's doing. Just fucking put her over.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
I mean, hopefully.
Again, I said she was going to come make this match fun. She made this match fun.
She did.
Look, her husband, the Michael Jordan of wrestling action figure collecting, Matt Cardona, you know, I think Chelsea might be the breadwinner these days, and we got to keep the man in toys.
I mean, yeah.
You know, you don't just buy $5,000 2-ups every fucking, one-ups every fucking time, at the store.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, man.
Also, watch their toy hunts also.
Yeah.
Or actually find one. There's a good one recently with Brian Myers and Ethan Page. So check that out. Hi, I'm Lloyd. I like toys.
You are a toy!
I really liked the things that everybody are calling botches in this match. I felt made the match feel more real, more legitimate.
Like again, slightly off alignments.
Well, yeah, it's like
things like
not everything is going perfectly according to plan.
It's a live performance, folks.
But no, it didn't. Nobody got tripped up by it.
Right.
which was fucking great. Everybody kept going, and it was a great match. If you haven't seen it, you got to fucking watch this shit.
Oh shit! I just thought about this. Fuck. And new NXT World Heavyweight Champion, All Ego Ethan Page.
Nice.
All right. So moving on, we've got
the main event, man.
The main event.
I guess.
Anal fisting and donkey punches galore. I mean, one time, but it was funny as fuck.
Wait, it was twice.
Well, there was anal fisting.
Yeah,
there was the donkey punch.
Yeah, So yeah, we got the Bloodline, consisting of our tribal chief.
Acknowledge me. Your tribal chief.
Thumbs up, baby.
Thumbs up. Sola Sikoa. With Jacob Fatu in his debut match in the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And Tama Tonga with Tonga Loa.
Yeah.
Going up against Cody Rhodes, our Universal Champion. Is that what they're calling it? I know they like cut a word off of that fucking mouthful.
Oh, I'm not sure. Cody Rhodes was in this match. It wasn't just his giant moose knuckle in his pants.
Oh my god.
Jeez. He had a face. It was
golden moose knuckle.
I've had my eye on that mini wiener since Blaine figured out the Ring of Honor.
And Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in a 6-man tag match. It was an okay match.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Anyone feel? I feel Jacob came off as kind of weak.
Yeah, I mean,
at the end of all this,
I felt they did a good job of demonstrating that he knows what he's doing.
Right.
That he's experienced and he's good in the ring. It wasn't like a full-on showcase.
So he has the werewolf version of Sammy Powers, is what I'm noticing. Right.
Uh-huh.
You knock him down, he's like, I'm a werewolf. And you're like, oh no. I mean,
fair.
Maybe him and Sammy can trade bits.
We
can have werewolf Sammy.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, book it.
Sammy going back to fight the Bloodline.
Yay, Kevin Owens got a match in his home country. Congratulations. There you go. That's the best thing out of this fucking match. His match was bullshit.
Kevin Owens got fisted.
He got fisted.
He got his balls hammered. Yeah, man. Crazy.
Yeah. Tonga Loa
they nailed him in the Tim bits, if you will.
Tonga Loa has botched.
Also, anybody who wants to send me
things.
Timbits, please fucking send me Timbits.
Tonga Loa has botched a good amount of the things that he's been asked to do. I feel like that's pretty unfortunate for him. I know that he got some teasing when he went backstage. Not serious, but
like just locker room. Jim?
Yeah, like he
nice backflip.
Punched him in the ass. Good job.
You punch him in the ass, and then you punch your brother in the back of the head.
Yeah.
See, that's nepotism at work.
I mean, definitely.
And again, I'm going to do this, and because obviously I have to set this up, and it's my joke for the week. And new NXT World Heavyweight Champion, All Ego Ethan Page, they put him in NXT, as they do a lot of people. Just basically like, we know you can wrestle, we know who you are, you know how to do this.
Yeah.
Here, learn how we work the cameras, how we want you to be, how our rings are,
how to wrestle for us.
Yeah.
Tonga Loa.
Okay. Tonga Loa is the one we're talking about.
Tama Tonga also, by my same logic, the fact that they skipped NXT is something I think they could have benefited from.
Well, also, but
Solo came up through fucking NXT.
Yes, he did.
Roman came up through NXT.
I believe
the two of them, they know New Japan style.
Yes,
that is what they know. I mean, that's where Tama Tonga has been fucking forever.
For the last 14 years, I think. Right.
Correct.
But Tonga Loa has spent time in the WWE on the main roster.
As who?
I can't remember.
I don't remember this either.
I think he rode a tricycle.
Oh, that's right. He was Hunico.
I don't.
Oh. Oh, he's like a gangster, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, like, but from what I've been hearing, I'm not very aware of his history and his proficiency in the ring. But from what I've been hearing from a lot of other people,
No, Hunico was Camacho.
Yeah, Camacho.
Sorry, I had to think because Hunico was Sin Cara,
Okay.
or the second Sin Cara.
Second Sin Cara.
And that's the way they all became the Brady Bunch.
You're right. I forgot about that.
But I've been hearing that like he's not really like expected to be having, you know, great matches. He's not a ring general. And it kind of sucks for him to like he botched his very first thing. The referee had to pull himself out of the ring when he was supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
Punches Kevin Owens in the butt. Then he punches his own brother in the back of the head.
Right of the ding ding.
Yeah, that's the way to turn Kevin Owens off. He's a fighting robot.
When he's trying to do one of the simplest moves, simplest things, a low blow from behind. You know, like...
It's his first time, man. He was nervous.
Two from behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what's going on with that?
That would have helped Kevin Owens have a worse name.
Well, you did actually see the news that just came out that the newest member of the Bloodline, Hawk 2, is going to be joining shortly.
Will arrive shortly to spit on that.
He's the one Samoan out of all of them that has no kids.
Oh God.
Yeah, Jacob had enough for everybody.
Well, you know, if you Hawk 2 it good enough, and you know, and the partner is very nice, you ain't got to worry about having kids. Anywho,
all right. Well, just real quick on this, the people they chose to fight and the way they did it and the way Tongaloa presented himself, it seems like he might be their new wise man.
Tongaloa?
Yeah, he's out there in a suit, just hanging out while the beasts go fucking.
I mean,
wreck
maybe,
shit.
Maybe.
Right? It was. I don't know. It just felt that way. I saw it. You saw first man. You know, enforcer, tribal chief. Who's the new wise man? The guy in the suit on the side.
All right. So yeah. The match ended with Solo Sikoa pinning Cody Rhodes.
You could have given me 1,000,000 bingo cards for this fucking pay-per-view.
I would have not
never said that.
No,
never.
I was thoroughly convinced Kevin Owens was going to be eating that pin, and Jacob Fatu was going to be the one feeding it to him.
He ingested and was fed a whole hand.
Yeah.
So there is one important thing that we did not talk about on this paper.
I figured we'd get to it at the end and just. But yeah.
Because we're getting long-winded here, and two reasons. I'm trying to get out of here, and
Fair.
Also we're getting long-winded here.
Yeah. So yeah, biggest news coming out of Money in the Bank is John Cena. You want to do your bit again?
No.
All right. John Cena.
There's no time.
Coming out and announcing his retirement tour.
Yes, John Cena is on the Kiss end of the road tour. I will be. I am retired. I am announcing my retirement in a year and a half from now.
After 140 different events.
I think this is going to be very interesting. He's stated that he will be working 30 to 40 events
through the end of 2025.
Yeah.
A lot of people like WrestleMania will be his last one. He said WrestleMania will not be my
last match. It'll be in December.
He's got a timeline. He's got something to do.
Royal Rumble will be his last Royal Rumble. WrestleMania, Elimination Chamber will be his last Elimination Chamber.
If he's retiring in December, everything in 2025 is his last everything in 2020.
Yeah, right.
Until CM Punk brings him out of retirement.
Yeah, CM Punk definitely said that if this is his last run, he wants a match with him.
He did. He also said, I'll bring him out of retirement in 15 years.
Yeah, he'll be the one to pull him out of retirement in 15 years.
I gotta be honest. I don't want to see anything of what I'm overseeing John Cena wrestle at this point. And I especially don't want to see him wrestle the same people that he has wrestled time and time again. That being said, he has to have something with Punk. I personally think
he's gonna be fucking everywhere.
His last match should be against Randy Orton. I think the two of them have more history as opponents than I think anybody else in his career. So to me, that makes the most sense. Or, you really want to do it? Cena Rock. You literally have.
The why the fuck nots with John Cena involved list is huge.
Yeah. John Cena versus Amy Schumer.
Dude.
Yeah, come on in and do a fucking spot with R-Truth again. Yeah, we love it.
I really want Kurt Angle to come out of retirement. I know it's probably not going to fucking happen.
They could also give John Cena the amazing treatment they gave Kurt Angle for his last match.
Make him fight Corbin.
Yeah. Kurt Angle's, it's your last match. Here, fight Baron Corbin. Fuck you. The match was horrible.
I mean, fuck. They could.
And did Corbin win? I think he
did, right?
Yes,
Corbin won. Yes. And fucking John Cena was right there. Kurt Angle was like, I want John Cena to be my last match. And they were like, no, not this year. It's not going to work out. And like, what are you...
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, what are you doing? But yeah, no, there's a lot of things that will be very interesting to see how he's presented.
Like the world's your oyster with John Cena doing this.
Where he ends up. If, like, he said that he would like to take another run at the title, but he's being very realistic about it and saying, I got to work my way up to that.
Fuck that. The title does not need to be on John Cena. I will be personally fucking pissed
if they give him a 17.
Fuck.
If he breaks that fucking the
fictional Ric Flair 16 time.
I mean, they do like breaking records.
They do.
That's why I have to look at a stupid decibel meter now. Please fucking turn it off.
So dumb. But yeah, like even if they give him the heavyweight title and not the universal title, will that count the same way? It's a world title.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll just follow the I'm doing air quotes rule book.
Exactly by that logic, if you want to look at Flair's combined totals, it's not that he was a 16-time NWA champion. It's not that he was a 16-time WCW champion. It's that he is a 16-time world champion.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like I feel like if he does win the title, it'll be the heavyweight title, not the universal title. But looking at it, if
this is a cesspool,
if Randy Orton goes up against Cody, takes the title from Cody, and has a feud with John Cena, like you were just saying, you feel like that should be his last match. It could make some sense that he would go for it then. I don't see him going for it as long as Cody's holding it. But, you know.
Dude, any stupid thing you could do with John Cena, and people eat it up. My big takeaway from his speech is his speech was really nice and everything. The back of his shirt got me more than anything. The little closed door that says, good. After this, you can't see me.
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking deep and super fucking rad.
Yeah.
Roll with that.
Anything else to add this week? Mommy's back.
Oh, yeah. Mommy's back.
Points.
The fucking feed got cut.
Yeah.
It ended very abruptly.
Just nip the tip.
Feel like we're missing stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure socials will have us covered by the end of the week.
Yeah, I didn't see the video. Like I said, I read about it. It's literally, he tried to give her that hug, and she just turned around and walked out the ring. That's what we didn't get to see.
I want this to lead to a Rhea versus Dom match.
You really don't see it, do you? You don't see what they're going to do you?
Put out your pens. And your
are you
books.
gonna say that they're gonna have a Dominic custody?
Custody of Dominic match.
Why? I just gotta say, why would Rhea want custody of Dominic after this?
Look, I'm going to say this real quickly, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've been paying attention to the product, but I have.
Yeah.
Dominic has done everything other than pretty much tell this bitch to put her down. He's like, I want nothing to do with you. I want nothing to do with you.
He almost kissed her. He almost kissed her tonight.
I don't know what you saw, but I didn't see it that way.
I totally. He was.
I mean,
he was moving in. She pulled him in, but he started moving for it.
I don't know how you see things. I don't see it that way. He's loyal to mommy.
She gets mad. They break up. Damien fights with her about it. She kicks him out of Judgment Day, and we get Buddy. Yay! Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we still had fantasy books out.
I mean, fair. I can also see the.
You know the funniest part about all that?
What?
Is you know who Buddy Murphy used to kayfabe date?
Rey Mysterio's daughter.
Do it.
So the whole thing of that is
very incestuous.
Yeah, very very convoluted.
I can also see them doing having Dominic pay homage to when Eddie Guerrero and China were in a relationship. He fucked up, and for a good while he was constantly following her around with flowers, apologizing, and trying to make things up.
I like that. I like that.
It's time for Super Simp Dom.
Mama,
yeah, all right.
He's trying to get his mamacita back.
Uh-huh.
Using that Latino heat, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, he is doing that bit, so meh.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that covers it, man.
Yeah. All right.
Another spooky box.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's it. We don't even talk. Another spooky box.
Damn it, man.
Leatherface Spooky's on delivery.
I mean, I wish she would bring me a spooky box, but that's neither here nor there.
Also, still deadpan the whole time.
And I was making a euphemism there.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. Just
I needed you to
point that out to everybody.
Definitely needed that.
Yo, Nikki Cross, hit me up, girl.
You know what's scarier than the Wyatt Six fucking promos? Me going to Copper Hammer. You fucking weirdo.
Wait, you went to Copper Hammer?
You're weird. Anyway. Dude, I mean, it's a cool weird. It's weird.
It's cool. They got some cool shit on there.
Oh, now you guys are looking for me to wrap it up. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up now, folks. Wrap it up, B. Thank you. BT, tell them where they can find us.
You can find us on all your favorite podcast listening applications.
Yeah, make one up. It's probably true that we're there.
Yeah, we'll probably be there. We're hot on Apple, fucking Amazon, Spotify, fucking Deezer, iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
These nuts. Yeah. Find us.
Actually, man, the way this temperature is, these nuts are fucking definitely hot.
Dude,
and on that,
it is swampy in here.
Ring the bell, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I am Father Lloyd.
I am fucking the six-string samurai, Derrick.
You, sir.
Oh, I'm BT. And
the BT stands for Blue Thunder Bomb, and you got a pin today. Thanks,
your cup runneth over.
My cuppeth runneth over. Count my fucks.
Catch you later, Bill and Teds.